Give me the story about the Lean Like a Cholo and how that became so popular on the radio station.
I lean like a cholo.
So, Pocus Pero Locos, remember them?
Yes.
E-Dub and Kool-Aid were good friends of ours. And if you listen to their radio station at the time, I would say almost every single song on that station was our music because we did Chicano rap. I was focusing on, my goal was to be that guy that ran the Chicano rap music game. Meaning you got to come through me if you want the shit cracking. So
I'm the plug.
I'm the plug. Because keep in mind, we're making great music. We're making basically black music, but we're putting Chicanos on it.
The essay spin on it.
Yeah, we're making good music
And it's
for
selling.
people. Yeah, we're making them sound amazing. And so ultimately, Pocus Pero Locos for our show every Sunday, all of their music is our shit. So everyone's calling us now. It helped us, thank you E-Dub and Kool-Aid because it did help us by you advertising our content. People knew they got to come to us. But they had an artist that E-Dub had signed because he was trying to figure out how to make money with artists too, and he needed better production. Sent him to us and goes, "Hey, this guy's not a hot artist, but we'd like you to help him make him hot." And so he brought him over to us. He didn't write lyrics, nothing. I said, "So what do you want to do?" He's like, "Can you make me songs?" Like meaning like what? Like music? We do it, music and lyrics. So I said, "Okay, cool, let's do that." So what I did is like, you got to pay people. We'll get features. We'll do whatever. He had the money. He wanted to pay features. So I brought what is his name? The singer Cocaine.
Okay.
So I brought Cocaine, who's a good friend of mine, brought him in and had him writing in the beginning, all of, I think it was called the Cowboys, California Cowboys was his first album. And we had everybody from the Dog Pound. Everybody I knew was on his album, from Snoop to Daz, Corrupt. Everybody was on his album. And that did really well considering the label he was going through also was on the radio every Sunday. So that helped. And then he paid us for the next album. And then Fingers, who wrote, would typically write the music, he would get a little annoyed, like, fucking Floss, you brought me another artist. I got to write not only the music, but the words. And so every day, a lot of times I would come up, if we're doing albums, sometimes I got to come up with the concept too. Like, okay, today let's talk about this, because you got to knock out 16, 20 songs, whatever. Today let's talk about this. So I have to format the day.
It's like a content creator, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
So
per song.
Yeah. So I'd come up with the concepts, and then finally the last day, he was gangster music. All shit was gangster. And then and he wouldn't even be in that room while we're making the songs at all. Zero. Fingers would reference the raps and everything, and he would come down, "Here's the next song," and he would just listen to it and rap it. So I was in there and he goes, "Floss, man," because I just did a couple songs. I did Kiki Palmer from Nickelodeon,
Okay.
and had #1 record on there, and I came up with a couple concepts with a couple records that took off and they were big, and so he's like, "Flossy, you got all the #1 records. Tell us what to do next." And I'm like, because everybody would say I have the ears for music. And so, so I was in there and I go, "Dude, we got to come up with a dance or a word." And he was like, "Motherfucker, we don't dance." And I go, "Dude, I was at the club last week. Went into the club. I saw these homies literally jacking me. They're like, they had the lokes on, they had their elbows up, and they were looking at me, mad dogging me. They're like, and I did the dance." And this was like, everyone started laughing. They go, "Fuck you, Holmes, man. What's up? What's up?" And I go, "So you do dance?" And this was after shoulder lean. Shoulder lean.
Yeah.
And so we started, I go, "It's the Cholo lean." And they go, everybody started laughing. Like a joke at first. And I go, "But seriously, that's the dance." And everybody's like, "What?" And I go, "Fingers, come on, let's go, man." Because I had a structure for music. We had a structure. That's why my records were working. At one point on Kiss FM, I had 7 songs on the radio.
Shit.
So I go, we tell them what it is. Like, we're going to tell them how to do it, and then we're going to describe it to them. And the same thing was if it's a word. Like, if I was going to tell you a new word from the hood, because white kids love, "I'm going to tell you a word from the hood." And you tell them what it means, and you explain it to them like a definition, that's the hook. So the same thing, like, "I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're going to tell you what it is." And so we did. They go, "What is it?"
Elbows up, got your shot. Elbows up.
Lean like a cholo. And it's like, threw that up in there, and we did the chop and screw thing in the middle.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. So, and that's how it came about, really, what it was.
Wow.